No, I play on West Coast. So it's El Dorado. We're down to one server. I'm hoping on season 10 they do something like maybe starting fresh new server. Keep it separate, but then let us queue OPRs with them once people hit 60, 65. At the moment, we don't really have too many OPRs going. I mean, last night was a little bit faster, I guess. I need stuff. Trying to check my daily disappointment with no one making healing stats, and I'm not max level Arcana. Focus. Add for refresh move. We'll guide you. Bless. And gear score. Oh, the best, least acceptable one would be 15k. It takes too much of a jump after that. I'm good. Now we're risking 15k for a month. I don't know, maybe it is. Yeah, I'm doing good with the healing staff I got though. Fresh and weird though would be nice. 0.20 seconds per clack, so could save probably a second per healing skill. Come in handy. See if we can make one. Alright. Well, now let's see. Get the cam. So, make the Madhouse, which is a fire staff. This is honestly is really good. And when it comes to healing staff, so watch. I was just telling me I can't make one. I can make a hammer. Make this earring. I'm gonna get 80 maybe. Yeah, sorry. And that was to be good for melee. Not really for healing. And these, they're also 700, that's good. I think these are as you can see, no lifestyle. No, that might be lifestyle. 5 by second ground, refreshing move. That's what I need to make. I need Lazarus materials. Hmm. I got how I only have 230 though. I've done a lot of Lazarus. I thought I have more than that. That is weird. Yeah, it's not account bind. Check our house real quick and see. One of these days I'll memorize this town. Pretty sure I've gotten Lazarus before. Well, more than 400. Unless I want to get 100 per go, then yeah, it would be about 400. That's under what? Resources? Uh, Let's look and see if I can find Lazarus materia that laying around. Can make a really good staff if I have like 2,000 something. Supposedly I only got 230, which I don't believe that. So I'm wondering if I quick deposit it somewhere. Okay, so this was obviously a quick deposit. So we're saving Laz, it should show up. Yeah, there's 20 right there that they didn't know about. There's a pretty good amount. I still need more though. That might be enough now. Yeah, this staff's supposed to be like 700 refresh and move. I think the third perk is rando, but I mean, it has refresh and move and sacred. Doesn't have bless though. That does kind of worry me about the blessed, because if I remember, I think stats pretty much worthless without blessed on it. Is that the way it used to be, Jen, or did they or was that never a thing and it's just in my head? One second, bud. Mutations. I think it was activities. Mutations. It is Starstone, Dynasty, and Guardian of Genesis. So it's in 3 ODs. Does my one buddy be happy? Because I think this is supposedly where his ring comes from, the Bloodsucker or something, I guess. Isn't Blessed a must-have on a weapon for a healer, Jen? Or am I just imagining that? Because that's the one that gives like outgoing heals 15% or something. Blessed on a healing staff. 12% outgoing heals. That's what I thought. Because right now I could easily make a staff without Blessed, but I'd have to hope the random perk is Blessed. But I don't think I can control the random perk because it's a Gibson. So I don't really need Fortified Sacred Ground on a staff because I can get Sacred Ground on a armor. So I mean, like, it's good, but God, I don't know what else I'm gonna do with the last tokens. Anyways, there's really nothing else here that I'd probably make for myself. That doesn't really help me out as a healer. That don't really help me out as a healer. That don't help me out as a healer. Yeah, really nothing here helps me as a healer. So I guess use that and hope I get Blessed for the hell of it. Just roll the dice and make one for the heck of it. Because I don't know what else I'm going to use that for. I don't think you can really like turn that into a different one either. Yeah, I know. It's just, we're doing a lot of mutations right now and it'd help us out. Like, it was a 500. I wish I'm kind of kicking my own ass because it was a purple. Almost max level. Yeah. And it had the two perks. It was just a two perker because it was purple, but it had those two perks and it was only 500. I was about ready to click buy when I got queued, and I'm like, well, I better set the queue, and I didn't think it'd be an instant queue. And it popped. And it just kind of like transferred me over there. I'm like, oh crap, I can't buy my staff. Well, it's for a two picker at 500 gold, that would have been nice. I don't think that guy knew what he had kind of moment. Wouldn't make my own, but I need to get a lot of crafting up. Alright, so probably should get some tier 1 hide from Brightwood. This is a boring gameplay, but hey, it's something. Tomorrow is my interview. And I think Friday is my mom's appointment, so then we'll see how much freedom I have after that. If things go well, who knows? I might be starting that job within 2 weeks. Hoping 2 weeks. I did have a concert coming up, and I don't know if they would just randomly give me the 2 days I rounded off, the day of and the day after off, because I doubt we're gonna get back anytime soon. So I'm just asked if I can start after that the day after that concert. Well, technically be 2 days, I guess, after it. All I know is this time around I'm definitely leveling up Arcana to the max. I'm pretty sure I could make my own staff at least then. Seems like it's becoming that time of the year where you have to make your own staff. Who's the one really sells staffs, and when they do sell, they want outrageous amounts. So supposedly it's tier 1 height here. I wonder if it was the elk around the town. Oh, that is loud. Dismiss. See these elk drop to tier 1 height that I'm hearing about. Yep, 56 tier 1 at a time. Damn, not bad. The only problem though is there's so many people I know about this trick. It looks like there's a lot of people hunting. But Brightwood also has a lot of stuff, the entire tier that I need to gather to get my tier up to TL5, like these red fibers. Yeah, I don't really care about chest runs today until maybe at night. More so on a mission to try to get all my gathering up to at least 200 a day. No, I got left as a 50 level grind, which, you know, good weekend. Staying at home, I could get that done. So I don't think we got too much planned this weekend. Probably Friday late night laundry, and be pretty much caught up with laundry then. And then Saturday. No, we don't do laundry until Saturday late night. No, maybe it was Friday. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Friday. Yeah. Friday late night laundry, and then Saturday we enjoy grocery shopping, and then Sunday is hopefully a stay at home day. For anyone liking the contract or contact, for anyone liking this, feel free to like, follow, subscribe. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We usually do it Saturday because we like doing it together. Sometimes it was like my payday week. I would just ask her, "Hey, what would you like?" And I just gotta get it done, and then that way she didn't have to worry about it. But wish I could probably still do that, but then she would have to give me her card, and then she has no spending money. Because she does all of her money for the card, for the most part, unless it's like bail money, and then she'll withdraw that to get that to the bank. For life stats. Yeah, I don't know where I got it from, but it's not too bad looking. Sorry, this content's not gonna be the most exciting. Well, at least you're nice enough to say that. Oh, I agree with you, bud. Trust me. honestly, I need to run a dex build because I suppose I could get more skinning if I do that. So let's go tab. And I think Kenny was telling me I need max dex so to get the perk for increased yield. That is a lot of con gear. I don't know if I'm able to get max dex. Anywho, what dex do I need again? 10% weight. Per item. You might have been wrong about the 10% yield. Oh, he's right there. Right there it is. Oh wow, it's not going all the way through. Sweet, so I should be able to hit that pretty easy. Not the best of stats, but it'll work. I think 50 strength got me a decent perk if I remember right. Oh, heavy attacks? Yeah, but plus 25 weight is pretty nice, what I'm gathering. And do the 150 con. And then I'll just add more strength to help out with my spear damage a little bit. Whatever, this'll work. But nah, if I could grocery shop during the week, I probably would. As far as laundry goes, you're pretty much having to do that late at night here, unless you want like a crowd of people. Even at the wee hours of the day, there's still seems like there's always gonna be like 2 huge families taking up the whole laundromat. The thing I don't get is you know that family has a washer and dryer. It's like, why don't you keep up? Like, we're going here because we have to. Like, we don't have a washer and dryer hookup. If I had one, I'd make sure that thing's running daily so I wouldn't have to go to our laundromat. I mean, not daily, but at least weekly, you know, keeping up. The last thing on my mind would be, oh, I want to go to the laundromat and, like, wash all these things whenever you have a washer and dryer. No, I understand, like, if you're tiny house living and you got, like, a small washer that just can't keep up, but, like, kind of keeps up. Sure. You can tell these families have big-ass houses. I know they do because I can tell how much clothes they bring in. You have to have a big house to bring in how much clothes they bring in. Oh, there's my huckleberry. I get about 13 more, but that's 13 more for a kill. That's not bad. Kenny knows his stuff when it comes to gathering. This is Hunting Simulator 2.0. This region is called Wimsdale. Oh, I don't have a throw here, do I? No. Technically, we do the math. This is almost like a Oregon Trail 5.0. Like I'm just outside hunting outside of town. I think we're up there in the mountains of town, right? Yeah, pretty close. So, how much meat? We got pretty decent meat. How much leather, though? Do I have this on one panel? It's a two? Oh, yeah, there it is. 41, not bad. Ooh, got him in the foot. Be very, very quiet. I said quiet. You sons of bitches. Oh, you sons of bitches. No. Oh, I should have PvP on. That'll give me more yellow too, and luck. Oh, I wouldn't be able to take that guy on, but... Pretty good amount. Today, not so much, but overall, yeah. I'd say probably only got about like $17,000 or something like that. Just trying to level this character's crafting and stuff. This is my second character, so he's not max on anything. The only thing he's maxed on right now is skinning. The rest of it I need to get to like 250 or whatever. A lot of his skills are in the 140s, which is pretty low for a max level. Well, that's what you get when you spam the quest out first. Get behind in the rest of the game. Oh, what a choke. Well, lucky on that. I've been in the run around game for a while. Oh. Oh, you didn't die one hit. That's why I was a young 3. How's it going, gamer? Dusty, Romeo, sorry. Just doing some gathering, trying to get my stuff up. Not much. Boring gameplay of gathering. You? Here in a little bit, I'm probably gonna wake up my other half, and then I guess she wanted to go to the bank and stuff. So that way I can bank the money for the week that we need. For our bills. Then get something to eat. Maybe. And probably get back on it. Probably do mutations in the afternoon. Oh, this is New World Online. It's on PC, Xbox, and computer. If you want the ultimate like trial experience and you have a PS5, it's pretty much free minus the places and network that you need. But I mean, I think you need that for any online game, so more likely you already have it. And then for Xbox it's $60 plus Xbox Live higher tiers, and then for computer it's more, it's like $80, but we don't have to pay any monthly like subscription fee to like a console to keep us playing. So I think that's why they made the PC version like, you know, $20 more, because they figured, well, hey, you get a little bit cheaper on PC to begin with. I don't know. Or maybe they're just like, hey, PC players probably already bought it, so they're really getting the game for $30. Well, if you wanted to try out for PC, the cheapest route would be the $50, and then try it for like, you know, 2 hours, and if you don't like it, usually Steam's pretty good about giving your money back. If you're within, like, you know, the 2-hour bracket. I don't recommend doing that very often, because I think Steam eventually looks into your account, like, hey, you're asking for too many refunds, but if it's one of your first refunded games, they won't care. And it's pretty easy to ask for a refund. I think you like just like right-click the game and then say, hey, ask for refund. They'll pop up like 5 questions. You can just say, hey, it wasn't what I thought it would be. No problem, man. If you end up playing, we play on the West Coast server. There's only one West Coast server at the moment, and there's like 4 East Coast servers. Supposedly they're talking about doing like something to help the player base. I don't know if that means that they're gonna try to merge us, or maybe make it that, you know, during the events we queue together. I don't know. There's a new season coming, but they're kind of being hush-hush about it all to try to get the hype up, you know, rather than tell us everything and then they're like, oh, that's not very big. Or, oh, wow, that's way too much. Supposedly, I think they're coming out with a video today. That might tell us more about this upcoming season, which is supposed to be a pretty big update. I know, I recommend it. It's kind of like the Cyberpunk of MMOs. It sadly came out really buggy because it was like the first game they ever made, and there was just a lot of miscommunication. It was supposed to be like a small survival horror like game, and then they wanted to make it into this big MMO last second. So from what I heard, or at least the stories I heard way back when, they only had like 2 months to make it from like a Rust game to like try to be an MMORPG game, and they've been doing a really good job now. Like now I would say it's a legit MMORPG. The only problem, just like every other, yeah, it was supposed to be PvP only, like kind of like a hardcore version of the rest. The only thing I would say now is endgame is a problem like it is on every MMO. I mean, you pretty much are expected to get max level and everything, which is kind of easy. Craft your best gear that you want to craft. A little bit harder. Then after that, you have to be really interested in min-maxing like your builds and the dungeons that really keep you going, because it's like WoW and everything else. For all you guys, raids, dungeons, and PvP, and for some people that's not really enough to keep them going. The only thing I think they're following on this, or do not agree with, is the leveling's a little too fast on the combat leveling. So I feel like people are hitting max level pretty quick, and then having like, you know, they don't really want to do the rest of the game because they feel like they're done with the game. So I feel like the leveling should be a little bit slower on the getting to max level, combat level. As far as the rest of the stuff goes, I think it's a pretty decent experience. Yeah, I think that's the problem with all MMOs, though, is endgame. Like, I'm just thinking out loud in my head, I can't think of a good MMO that has good endgame. Yeah, and that's kind of what hurts the game as a whole. You still level with everything you do. Well, it hurts it, helps it. Just depends on which way you look at. If you're a person that's not going to do a quest or doesn't like questing, you get max level just by doing stuff in the game. But at the same time, that kind of hurts you because to get to the new zone, you have to do the storyline. It's kind of like Sans, where like it forces you to make like a thing that helps you be immune to the spores that are in the air. And I think on Sans it was like you had to make like a sunscreen because the sun would burn you too much. But so you don't have to make the sunscreen no more now. You can just go right to Sans if you really wanted to. I don't recommend doing it at a low level, you're probably gonna die, but you mean you could. We seen like a level 32 there not too long ago. Yeah, you can skip cutscenes. I will admit, like, if you don't skip the cutscenes, though, they're pretty dang long for storyline. I'd say I probably got at least, I don't know, 50 hours of storyline at least, maybe closer to 60. So even if you don't do the other stuff, you're still gonna get your money's worth, in my opinion. And I was skipping the talking towards the end, just spamming the E button, so you also add in a couple more hours. But no, when it comes to MMORPGs, I just think that's the problem that all of them have, is that the in-game is always be the same three things. You spam, raids, dungeons, and PvP. That's the way it should be, because that makes the games last longer if you can't spam the or skip the cutscenes or the dialogue. I can't remember what game it was, but there was a game, maybe it was like a year ago or something, and people were being at like 45 or like in a couple hours, and like, well, yeah, there's also like an hour and a half of cutscenes that everyone's skipping that were like finally detailed and really nice. So that on me, like even on this game, I look forward to the cutscenes. Like I wish there were a little bit. I mean, they were not bad cutscenes. I just wish there were more like CGI good ones and not like comic book style. Because they have added a lot into it though. So like I think in an MMO, so like every 10 hours at least have a big cutscene where like it makes you feel like the storyline's mattering to you and not like nice voice acting on everything. Don't get me wrong, but it's, I don't know. Then you see like a comic book like cutscene. Once it does its job, it explains what's going on and whatnot, I guess. They explained it a lot better now if you made a new character. Yeah, they make a character now, they kind of fill in a lot of the holes without making you have to use side quests as part of the storyline now. But it still pretty much starts the same, where like you're learning about Isabella the most throughout the bat. But like it shows more like what happened to her. And how like she came here trying to start like a new beginning. I was trying to like get her people like safe and stuff, and then she had like a priest friend that was supposed to like bless her before she left, kind of thing, because they thought there might be evil here. But for some reason, her blessed empowerment that she was supposed to get came to us. That's why we're never supposedly affected or anything. So when she drank the water, because she heard it call to her, she thought it was like a good voice talking to her, like, yeah, we'll help you out, kind of like voice, when really it was like an evil voice. So when she drank it, that kind of just consumed her. I think you kind of figure out later on the water was kind of like more neutral-ish than you think. It was more so like judging your inner self. And since her needs were so heavily demanding, it kind of like seemed like agreed to the water than like, hey, I just want to live and be happy. You know, it was more like, hey, I want to live and thrive and be like a strong community and stuff. So they kind of did the Mephisto, and they, in their mind, the strong part was evil. Kind of like Mephisto on, I think it's Mephisto. On Twisted Metal, when you ask for a wish, he like turns and corrupts it into like a bad wish no matter what you do. Same thing. So anywho, so you learn about her throughout the first like 30-ish levels. You also learn a lot more about the Angry Earth and the local towns around us, like the starting towns. That there was like these druids, like protector people, are supposed to like protect the people, and then they like pretty much failed their job, and that's why the zombie people arise. And then you learn about who made the zombies. I mean, they did a better job. Pretty much, yeah. Really, about the only evil main character that was supposed to be evil from the get-go was the General Thorpe dude. The only thing I don't like is that they kind of copy-pasted the storyline twice. Because the Angry Earth Lady's pretty much Isabella. Like, you know, she did the same thing. She stole a power to make her tribe better. And then, but she did it for more reasons than we knew. She did it because she was trying to make us all one of her and protect us. Which is kind of weird, but whatever. And then at the end of this season, like, where I was trying to protect you from these, and it shows like the new upcoming monsters. But I'm not gonna spoil what they are because some people might be still leveling on the other streaming apps. So yeah, like, I don't know, it's pretty half decent now. And I'm not gonna say it's like single player RPG storyline, but I'm gonna say it's decent for a multiplayer game. Do I still think this game's kind of a test for the Lord of the Rings? Yeah, I'm always gonna think that. I think they're kind of like pushing their own like graphic engine and seeing what they can do with it while this one's still going. I mean, you know, now that it runs on the console is really good. I mean, my brother says it runs great on his console. He's only had like one hiccup, and that's when like there was a big fire effect going on the screen. And it was like point blank on it. You're not the leather I need, Tiger. No, to answer your question, I'd give this game like an 8 out of 10. I do recommend at least trying the crafting, or you're gonna lose a lot of gameplay, but that's just my opinion. I'm in high level zone, so yeah, that's not gonna be tier yet. Be too high tier where I want. Hey, maybe there'll be the hero that saves it. I got in a debate with one guy saying that, which he was a nice guy. He thinks that this game doing bad isn't gonna hurt the Lord of the Rings at all, and that, there's still gotta be a huge fan base and blah 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 blah. So he thinks that they're gonna drop this game like a bad habit here soon and just let it die before the new game comes out. But I'm like, but if Amazon Games keeps on having, you know, hey, we kill games, how many people are really gonna play the new game? Like, to me, you have to have a couple of you good enough to stay alive or people aren't gonna trust your new upcoming games. Like, what's the point of me playing a game that's with the developer that I know shuts them all down every year or every other year? As of now, I'm pretty sure this is the only one that actually is still going for Amazon Game Studio, unless you count the ones that they put money towards, which I don't count that as the same. Heck, you're going to count that, then Asmongold and all the people from OTK, they have their own games. Because I think they just had like 4 indie games come out slowly. I think one just came out. Alright. Usually around the fort, those monsters for me to kill. I know, I think if like, they need to maybe work on like more world events, maybe more world events that matter. Nice, but I'll have to check it out. On Twitter, you say? I don't even know if I have a Twitter account. Let's see. Hey, some... Oh, low tune music. There was like a couple decent ones, but yeah, most of them are shit. One of the newer ones, I don't know why I'm so pingy. What's my ping at for it to be mad at me? Oh, 0. I have to probably do it. Anywho, one of the Lord of the Ring game that was like, you gotta like take the troops as your own people. I forgot what it was called. The first one of that one was good, I heard. Like you kinda like stealth in and out. You're kinda like a ghost almost. Forgot what it was called. I heard good things about that one, but then I heard they made a second one and it was not as good. Let's see. Oh, they do have something on Twitter. Season 10, Night Haven. New zone looks kind of dark and spooky. A new storyline. Catacombs, huh? Catacombs is a new game which is up to 3 players is for death. So you know that I might like. The Catacombs thing might be kind of cool. Because me and my wife are looking for like 2-player content when everyone logs out. And if that's 1 to 3 players and it's not stupid hard, we might actually enjoy that. New raid. Overhauled in-game progression. Level gear to 70. Max level 800. New gear modding system. Perk charms. Set bonuses. Your umbrella's coming back for more reasons. Influx perks. Tier changes. Damn, this actually looks like a lot of stuff coming out. New OPR map. Keep on the lookout. Sneak peek of the new OPR map from September 23rd to 30th. Top Mess developer video going into depth of season 10 coming early October. Yeah, it looks like there might be cooking a little bit. I mean, if the new zone is big, I could definitely see that being good. New gear scored the 800. Damn, we're gonna be hitting the thousands here in 2 years. Lower cap to 70. I think they granted this isn't, hopefully this isn't considered a paid expansion. Because if it isn't, then I'm okay with the 5 levels increase. But if they gotta do like a paid expansion, they need to start doing like 10 levels. Because 5 you can do like, not very long. I mean, my main only took, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 hours to hit that 5 levels. Does it? Good. I figured it would be. I figured those guys were lying. Because when they like tell you they're gonna charge you, they pretty much tell you up front that hey, this is like expansion, and everyone knows expansion means money. That's why they came up with the whole season word instead. So that way every season people aren't going, hey, am I paying for this? I would say like season 15 or season 20 they might be a paid expansion. You know, like a year down the road kind of thing. Though, one thing that people aren't gonna like is if you watch the YouTube videos, there's one in July, and it pretty much does state that the new weapon will not come out when when the season 10 comes out. It'll be shortly after. So let's hope shortly after is a couple weeks after and not months. But I know that like 1v that 3-person mode up to 3 persons kind of looks like a cool idea. The catacombs, I might try that. Looks like a really spooky Brightwood kind of feel. The only thing I hope though is I hope they don't overdo the environments with the lighting. You know, making that fog happen, because sometimes fog in games can cause a lot of frame drops. Like, I don't know if you remember that Star Wars Online game, but we had to literally turn off the fog because it was causing like all the PCs to like struggle at launch. So hopefully they're smart, don't like overdo the graphics too much. But no, it looks good for free. I'd say that keep us busy. They're also supposedly gonna be redoing a lot of the old content too, and make like the old chest runs have better gear score. And we watched the July one, they kind of explain all the upcoming content. It seems like there's gonna be a lot. Alright, well I'm gonna see if my other half's awoken yet. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, that's a lot of free content. And that's without listing the new weapon and some other stuff. That was just like the first part of the Season 10. The weapon will probably come out end of October, but it's a guess. Supposedly, they said in July that they're working on 3 weapons right now. And that they're going to try to release them quicker, and they're thinking that's what's hurting the game, is them not releasing new weapons very fast. Which, I mean, it is a take. I think they need to refresh the old weapons or add new skill trees to the old weapons. They have the weapons at 3 skill trees. Maybe give us like, 10 more skill levels to kind of mix and match if we get 3. Because on all of them, the second skill tree is kind of pointless. So I still on my hide. And that's why he's not in PvP mode. He's worried that someone would kill him. Yeah, it looks like the road chat's pretty happy with all of it. Supposedly they're saying that the PvP gear score skills is 757 no matter what gear you got. Seems like they're redoing the whole system when it comes to gear. That's to be interesting. Wow, that one's gonna play out. This is still one customized gym slot. And gear, you can have up to 4 empty slots into which players can install new perk modifiers called charms. Charms are socketed. Sockets and charms themselves have 3 types: defense, offensive, and skill. These charms can be picked up fully refined, but more commonly will be crafted with rare materials which drop from the in-game content. So I don't know if that's saying that we get like a new slot where we can put like 4 like skills at, or if like our gear is not gonna be up to 4 sockets, or if our gear sockets are pretty much gone now and you can only make 4 and the sockets now only for like gyms, like they've always been. It'd be different. I'm pretty sure that's just the stuff that comes out day 1. They're gonna add on to that season too. You know what's right, Hank? Alright. I'm gonna take my break now. I'll be back in a little bit. Well, probably an hour and a half or so. And then, yeah, hopefully do some fun content. So everyone, peace out. Take care. Have fun.